Do you ever feel like time is slipping away, with days and weeks passing by in a blur? It sure happens to us here in the middle of Patagonia, seemingly in the middle of nowhere. So we decided to explore why time seems to fly and uncover practical strategies to slow down and live more fully. By diving into the science of mindfulness, novelty, and emotional states, we offer insights into how you can reshape your relationship with time. Learn how to break free from the rush, engage deeply in your moments, and expand your experience of life, no matter how fast the world around you is moving. The sensation of time passing faster, even without the influence of age, is something many people experience, particularly in the fast-paced world we live in today. Although it may feel like an inevitable consequence of modern life, understanding the underlying factors that shape this perception can help us regain a sense of control and slow down time, at least in how we experience it. Increase stress and busyness. In our busy lives, filled with responsibilities, deadlines, and constant to-do lists, time often feels compressed. We find ourselves constantly juggling tasks, moving from one activity to the next with little room to breathe. This continuous hustle creates the illusion that time is speeding up, as our focus is consumed by what's next, rather than being grounded in the present. In this state of constant motion, we rarely stop to reflect, and before we know it, hours and days seem to have slipped away. Technology and information overload. Adding to this sensation is the relentless flood of information from our digital world. Social media updates, emails, texts, and the ever-present barrage of news pull our attention in multiple directions. The more fragmented our attention, the harder it becomes to fully engage with any one moment. Rather than living through time mindfully, we skip from one notification to the next, with little room for reflection. The result is a sense of disconnection from the passage of time, leaving us feeling like days, weeks, and even years blur together. Reduced mindfulness and presence. This constant distraction also erodes our ability to be present. When we are lost in thought, dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, we are not truly living in the moment. Without mindfulness, time passes unnoticed, and we often feel that entire chunks of our life have flown by. The absence of presence robs us of the richness and fullness of time, leaving us with the unsettling feeling that we are merely moving through life rather than fully experiencing it. Repetitive routines. Even without digital distractions, the structure of our daily routines can contribute to this feeling of time speeding up. As we fall into predictable patterns, our brain begins to process these repeated experiences more efficiently, often relegating them to the background. The lack of novelty and variety causes our days to blend together, creating fewer distinct memories and a sensation that time is slipping away unnoticed. Without moments of surprise or new experiences to anchor us in time, our perception narrows, and life feels as though it's accelerating. Disrupted circadian rhythms. Beyond our daily habits, our biological rhythms play a crucial role in how we experience time. Disruptions to our circadian clock, whether from irregular sleep patterns, constant exposure to artificial light, or working non-traditional hours, can make time feel disjointed. These misalignments with our body's natural rhythm create a sense of imbalance where time may seem to pass either too quickly or too slowly, depending on how out of sync we are with our internal cycles. Emotional states. Our emotions also have a profound impact on how we perceive time. Strong feelings of stress, anxiety, or excitement can make time feel as though it's racing by because we become so absorbed in those emotional states. Conversely, boredom or a lack of emotional engagement can have the opposite effect, making time drag. The subjective nature of time perception is closely tied to the intensity and focus of our emotional experiences, making our inner world a powerful factor in how quickly or slowly time seems to move. While we can't stop time from moving forward, we can learn to slow down our perception of it, allowing us to experience life with greater depth and presence. Practicing mindfulness is one of the most effective ways to reclaim a sense of control over time. By bringing our attention fully into the present, we break free from autopilot mode and begin to experience life moment by moment, whether through meditation, mindful breathing, or simply paying closer attention to our surroundings, this heightened awareness expands our perception of time, making each moment feel richer and more substantial. Another powerful way to slow down time is to seek out novelty. Our brains thrive on new experiences, and when we step out of our routines, whether by exploring new places, learning something new, or engaging in unfamiliar activities, we create more vivid memories. These novel experiences serve as time markers, breaking the monotony and making our days feel longer and more meaningful. Creating space for reflection also allows us to slow down our perception of time. Taking moments to pause, reflect, or journal gives us the mental space to process our experiences and savor them. Whether through meditation, quiet walks, or simply sitting in stillness, reflection helps us retain the fullness of each moment, making the passage of time feel more deliberate and thoughtful. Limiting our exposure to digital overload is another way to stretch time. By reducing the constant stimuli of emails, social media, and notifications, we create room for real-world engagement. This opens the door to more meaningful experiences and less fragmentation of our attention, helping time feel less rushed and more expansive. Engaging deeply in activities that foster flow, such as creative work, exercise, or hobbies, also helps to expand our perception of time. When we become fully immersed in something we enjoy, time feels both slowed and fulfilling. This state of deep focus not only brings a sense of accomplishment, but also stretches the experience, making it feel more substantial. Finally, prioritizing rest and recovery is essential to maintaining a balanced relationship with time. Fatigue and burnout can warp our perception, making time feel like it's slipping away unnoticed. By ensuring we get enough sleep, relaxation, and self-care, we allow our minds and bodies to recharge. This restores our sense of presence, helping us approach each day with renewed energy and awareness, allowing time to feel more abundant. Through mindfulness, novelty, reflection, and intentional engagement, we can reshape our perception of time. While the clock will always tick forward, these practices allow us to slow down, live more fully, and savor the richness of each passing moment.